Blessed Squad, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, Blessed Applesauce, here to bless y'all with another video here on Blessed to Invest. And today we're here to talk about credit cards. We're here to talk about the best credit cards you can get today, starting out to get your credit right, that are easy and not some of those top tier cards like the Sapphires and the Black cards and all that of the world. Just those standard, simple cards for beginners. So before we get into it, make sure you spam a like on this video, spam a like button, and also sub down below for more content like this, because we're doing credit videos, doing market videos, anything money related. That's what we're about on this channel. So let's get into it. So you probably started out trying to figure out, okay, what card should I get? I'm trying to build my credit. What is an easy, simple card that I can start with? And I highly recommend this first one above any other. The first one is the Discover It card. It is the best card. And let me preface with this. I have every card on this list. I have a lot of credit cards. My credit cards are like this. I have every card on this list, but this one was my very first credit card. And it is so good because for students out there, the Discover It card allows students to get money back when they get good grades on their report card. It gives opportunity for them to make a little money and save a little money while they're in college, which is really helpful. I think they do that to make people long-term customers. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because it got me through college. But it is really helpful in that aspect where it's able to assist students during their college career. You can do a secured one or you can do an unsecured one. For people that are unsure of how to use credit cards or not comfortable being in debt, I do recommend the secured version of the Discover It card. But I know for me personally, I got the unsecured one, which was just fine. The caveat with this is with the secured one, you're going to put up like $300 as a security deposit. You send it to them, and that will be the amount that you can use for credit. So you hold on to that for like 6 months. They hold on to it for like 6 months or so. And then after you've proven that you can use a credit card and pay it off effectively, they send you the $300 back. So it's just to keep it on the side in case something goes wrong, you're not able to pay your credit off. They have that money for you just in case. It's kind of like training wheels for a credit card. But I highly recommend this card. What it's going to do is going to give you rotating categories. So 4 times out of the year, they're going to have like the fall month, the spring month, summer month, and winter months. They're going to have specific categories where you can get 5x back on your spend. So let's say for I think for this January, February, March, I think it's groceries. So whatever grocery store you go into, when you use the card, you're going to get 5% back on your spend, and that's really helpful when you're going into these different areas. So you can max out your spend in groceries and then get the max limit back, and then the next quarter you can go. I think the next quarter is going to be gas this year for was it April, May, June is going to be gas. So you max out gas, and then you get your 5x back in that category. So those are really cool that you are able to get 5x back on rotating categories. And when you get into these other cards, I highly recommend it to get cards that when you have these rotating categories, maybe one card you have 5x back in gas, and then another card during those same months you may have 5x back in restaurants or something like that. So that's just a side tip when you're handling multiple credit cards, so you can maximize the potential for your card. Last but not least, for the Discover card, they also are going to give you a welcome bonus of $50. So as soon as you open the card, they're going to give you $50, and then they're going to match the cash back for the first year. So it's a win all around. It's a really easy card to get into. Definitely one of the best on the list here for sure. Next one doesn't fall too far from the Discover It. I love this one too. I put this one in a group because when I first got into the credit card game, this particular card did not exist, and this is the Freedom Flex. I started with the Chase Freedom, but the Chase Freedom and the Freedom Flex are pretty similar, so I'm going to put them into the same category. So with the Chase Freedom, what you're going to do, you're going to get 5x back on rotating categories. The same with the Discover It card, but they are going to give you a slightly higher welcome bonus when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. So that's helpful. That's cool. that you get a little extra money back with these cards. And most of these cards on this list, when you sign up for the card, they're going to give you free money. It's literally free money just for signing up as a welcome bonus, which is really helpful. No annual fee on this card, and this is one of these starter cards that you can hold on to when you set your credit. You set your credit up, and you can hold on to it for the rest of your life. So, I really recommend Chase because the way they had their reward points. So when you're getting those 5x back categories, and you're getting your cash back, and you get your points, these points can be translated into trips. They can be translated into Amazon gift cards. They can be translated into a lot of different perks that the Discover It card doesn't offer. Discover It just does pure cash back. That's it. But with the Chase cards, you can use it as cash back. You can use it for trips. You can use it for travel. You can use it for a lot of different things they have on there. So it opens up a lot more opportunities for your points. So if you're going to decide between the Discover It and the Chase Freedom cards, I recommend going with the Chase Freedom just because it has more stuff, but the Discover It is great because it's so simple and good for students. So if you're not a student and you don't need like that money back and college stuff, go for the Discover, the Chase Freedom, the Chase Freedom Flex, and if you are, go for the Discover. But both of these are really good cards, and they're really easy to use for those beginners out there. Next one we're gonna look at, this is in a totally different area. And this is a card I recently got. I've had this card for maybe, I want to say 2 years now, and it's one of the newer cards. And the reason why I say it's newer is because I went around. I had a lot of the Discover cards. I had a lot of the Chase cards. I've had the Sapphire, the Chase Sapphire. I've had the Chase Unlimited, Chase Freedom Flex. I've had all those Chase cards, and I was just kind of loyal to Chase. And this was the one card that branched me out and got me into other avenues, and this is the Amex Blue Everyday Cash. This one is really nice. I really like this one. This is going to give you a welcome bonus of $200, which is great when you start out. On top of that, there's no annual fee on this card. And the one thing with American Express, they give you a lot of travel points when you start opening up different avenues with American Express. So let's say you start with the Blue Everyday Cash card, and then I'm quite sure you've heard about the gold card or the platinum card and stuff like that. So when you start with this card, they're going to start bringing in a lot of offers to you to get their brand new gold card or their platinum card. And with these cards, when you get into more tiers, they open up a lot of different like free lounges, free food, free travel. So that's one reason why I like this card. But on top of that, it is a no annual fee card, so you can hold on to it forever. And what they're going to do for cashback wise is going to be 1% on everything you spend. It's going to be 2% on gas, and then it's going to be 3% on groceries. So this can be your like catch 'em all card for groceries. So let's say your Chase Freedom and your Discover It isn't hitting that 5% category that particular month, you can just go to your Amex Blue Everyday Cash card. And that's what I personally do. I go to the Everyday Blue Cash card when those categories aren't hit in my Discover It or my Chase Freedom. And then for your gas, same thing. When it's not hitting, you can just hit 2% on the Amex card, and you're going to get the maximum amount of points. The one downside that I don't like about American Express, you can only use your points when you make $25. You have to make $25 worth of points to use their points. I don't like that because Discover It and Chase don't do that. You can use 50 cents, you can use 10 cents, you can use $10, you can use $100 of your points. But with American Express, you have to use $25 at a time, which is kind of annoying. I don't like that. Not a fan of it. But other than that, the bank is really nice. I really enjoy the bank. The customer service is great. And they just conduct business very clean and very well. And they have customers in mind, which is really helpful. Just don't max out this card. Make sure you pay it off. That's a forewarning with all these cards. Make sure you pay them all off on time. But next, for number 4, we're going to look at the Wells Fargo Active Cash card. I use this one personally just for business, purely business. That's all I use it for. Even though it's a personal card, I use it strictly for business. And this one's really nice because it gives you 2% back on everything. Unlike the Discover It that we were looking at, the Chase Freedom, and then the Blue Everyday, where you're just going to get 1% back on those random categories, this one's going to give you 2% back on everything. And it connects you to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is one of those popular banks. I know a lot of people out there have Wells Fargo. And I've had Wells Fargo for years, but I've never got that credit card. I've never got that credit card until like a couple of months ago. And then it slowly shot up on the list because it's just really helpful. The points are really nice and it just connects. So people that have the Wells Fargo app, if you have a bank account and then you have your credit card, it's going to connect all that seamlessly together, which is beautiful. I love that. The app is really easy to use. The downside I don't like, same with the American Express Blue Everyday card. You can only use your points when you spend $25 or more. I don't like that. You could do it in increments of $25. I don't like that. Why are y'all doing that? I'm not a big fan of that. So people that are not spending a lot and they just want to use a couple bucks to buy some ice cream, you're better off going with Discover It or the Chase Freedom. Just straight like that. It's just easier that way. But overall, it's a pretty good card. You're going to be building up history with your card. The interest rates are really low. Not that we are going to want to use these cards for interest rates because they're all generally pretty high. But to maximize your points, this is a really good card to get into. On top of that, the welcome bonus is $200. So that's a win. $200 free dollars to get in. And it's a low barrier to entry to get this card. All right, so last but not least, we're going to look at the Citi Double Cash card. This one is also a 2% card, which is really nice. So if you want to get, let's say you want to play this out and you want to get all 5 of these cards, this is a scenario that I personally have where I have my Discover It, and then I'll hit it on a certain categories, and I'll have my Chase Freedom hit it in certain categories, and then my everyday card, my Amex, I'll use for like gas and stuff, and then my Wells Fargo, I use it for like business stuff. With the Citi Double Cash, it's cool because it gives you 2% back on everything. So once you go to the pump, you put in your card, you get 1% back. When you pay it off, you get another 1% back. It's a no annual fee card, just like the rest of these cards, no annual fee, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's easy for you to build a relationship with the bank with this Citi card. It's one of their entry cards, so they're going to allow lower people that have low credit scores and no type of credit to get into these type of cards, which is really helpful. And it's just a nice card. In general, the app is really nice to use. Citi's a good bank. It's pretty big, so I recommend getting a relationship with Citi. But in general, it's pretty similar to the Wells Fargo active card, where it's just a 2%, standard 2%, and they're going to just send you the bill on regular for you to pay off. So my recommendation out of the 5, definitely go for the Discover It card first. If you are a student, go for the Freedom next. If you are not a student, if you're not a student, just go for the Freedom, because the Freedom is just cool. Like, if you have a life, if you're building a life and you're traveling a lot, Freedom, it's where it's at. It's a no annual fee card. It is perfect. Love it. And it also opens you up to more higher end cards if you want to go for the Sapphire, Preferred, et cetera, and the business cards, to have a Freedom that's like that first step to get into those cards. Same with the Amex Blue Everyday. That card right there is going to get you access to more cards as you begin to build your credit. But those are the 2 that are my favorite. The Chase Freedom, Discover, Chase Freedom and Amex for people that are not in school. Discover It for people that are in school and looking to build a little credit. The other 2, the Wells Fargo and the Citi Double Cash, those are just for maximizing your cash back points. So really like those, all top 5 cards that I love for people that really want to get into the credit game and want to get started, and they want to start from step 1. So let me know down in the comment section down below if any of these cards you personally use. Do you like any of these cards here? Do you hate all these cards? Are you a Dave Ramsey fan? You can't stand credit cards? Let me know down in the comment section down below and we can chop it up. But let's wrap it up. It's me, your boy. Blessed Applesauce. Blessed Applesauce. Stay blessed. And I'm going to see y'all next time on Blessed and Invest.
Just to see tomorrow is a blessing. Stay prayed up is the message. Everything about a nigga blessed. Everything about a nigga blessed.